Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Saturday Challenge, and today we have Freakier Friday. This has just premiered on Disney Plus. It came out this summer, August, I believe, and here we are in November on Disney Plus. And this is, 2025. It's an hour and 52 minutes long, and stars Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, and Manny Jacinto. I hope I'm saying his name right. Even though I've seen him. He was Jason in The Good Place and also the Quimir in Star Wars The Acolyte. I won't say anything more about that role because... But he's been in a number of different things over the years. But it's, these are the stars right here. But we've now jumped a generation. This is a sequel to the 2003 film. It's 22 years later. And approximately, they've aged that about exactly that amount of years. Now, Lindsay Lohan's character, I gotta make sure I say their names. I'm just used to their actor names. She's Anna, and Jamie Lee Curtis, her mom, is Tess. So, Anna is a single mom by choice. She has a 14-year-old daughter or so who is pretty much the same age she was when she made her character was anyway, when she made the original Freaky Friday. Oh, sorry, not the original Freaky Friday. Yes, there's the Jodie Foster one from 1977. There's a 2018 musical version that was done directly on the Disney Channel, I believe. So yeah, this is far from the original, but everything's based off that 1977 Jodie Foster film. But of course, these two took it to a whole new level. Just the crazy antics and dealing with inappropriate relationship issues is at the heart of this. And also just dealing with family relations in a way that lets you see what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes. And sometimes the heart you need to change in order to solve the problem that you have in your family is your own. That's basically the core of this story. It's completely predictable from that point of view. Yes, it's what the premise is going to be. It's an almost exact photocopy, except who switches is different. This time it's not these two. It's she switches with her daughter, and she switches with her fiance's daughter. Both from England. Manny plays her fiance, plays Anna's fiance, and Sophia Hammonds plays Lily, his daughter, who's a little bit snooty, and she's always, she's more sophisticated. She's more worldly wise than all the California girls that she has to lower herself to intermingle with. There's plenty of girls at the school where they go to that worship the ground she walks on, but for the most part, she's the opposite, the exact opposite, the enemy of Anna's daughter, Harper. Harper, played by Julia Butters, and so I got their names. Yeah. Mark Harmon shows up as her husband, as Tessa's husband. He has a smaller role, but it's still he's there. And there's a number of special appearances by characters from the last film that are not big, but yeah, they are included. Mainly played for comedic effect. And yes, this is 100% a comedy. It's not to be taken too seriously, even though the subject matter of just, accepting a new family, accepting the melding of two families, and putting the family before yourself in many cases is what's most important. But most of this is a showcase to let Lindsay and Jamie Lee just do lots of physical comedy. Especially Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee is, she goes for it. In every single way, she goes for it. While she's trying to maintain her composure and be the adult in the room, where the last time they made this film, she was the kid. She was very much a kid. Now, Grandma gets to double down on just being weird and just being nurturing and sometimes also being way too much in their lives. The struggle here is, oh yeah, the fiance part. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's going to be. You have to figure out why this is happening. Basically, what's her name? Why can't I say her? Lily and Harper do not get along. They are exact opposites. They're forced to be partners in school, like in the science lab, and they get sent to detention. And that's when their single parents meet, and over a montage, they fall in love. And we discover that, well, they're going to be sisters now. And that's when the wrong psychic medium person, played by Vanessa Bayer from Saturday Night Live, comes into their life and really screws it up. Yes, the switcheroo is done, and they've got to figure out the way to set everything right. Meanwhile, they have to live in each other's lives. I really told you the plot to the last movie, but now 4 people are involved. So, yeah, and like Lindsay Lohan, sorry, Anna's all grown up. She's an adult. She's 36 and a half, and she's a pop star manager who used to be in a rock band of her own. So she's got a life. She's got a pretty exciting, pretty interesting life. And by the way, this is set in Los Angeles. You cannot mistake it for any other city. It was filmed in Los Angeles. It makes so many visual and verbal name drops throughout this movie. You cannot see it as anywhere else. It's not Toronto. It is not Vancouver pretending to be Los Angeles. No, it is 100% Los Angeles. And that's, for me, that's part of the fun. I'm like, I've been to the Wiltern. Oh, they're talking about the Echoplex. Yeah. I've been to all those places, so it's kind of neat for LA people to go, oh, yeah, this is my town. But yeah, you'll play that game if you're an LA resident over and over through this. And this is, by the way, this probably, I don't know if this did really well in theaters or not. I don't know if it got rave reviews or whatever else. It doesn't matter to me as much as my own opinion, because hey, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a whole lot more than I thought I would. These sequels, that especially when they take place 22 years later, don't have to exist. And when I first heard about this happening, it's like, it doesn't have to exist. But hey, you know what? It's actors, and they get to have fun making it, and they get to make money doing it, hopefully. Imagine they got paid. But, Disney, they own the property. And they're going to make use of what they have. It's a safer bet than creating something completely new. But what are you going to do? So, yes, do not set your expectations super high for it to be, revelatory in any way whatsoever. Just have fun. Just absolutely have fun. Just revel in the madness of these two basically embodying teenage girls who are living their best life. And also trying to destroy Anna's marriage. Destroy their parents' potential marriage. And yes, it takes place over a weekend. You got a ticking clock, and it's craziness abounds. And meanwhile, the parental units, or the mom and the grandma, getting to live out their lives in younger bodies. It would have didn't she have a brother at one point? And I think the brother does appear at the wedding or the rehearsal dinner or something. I don't know what it is, but he's just he's like a reference at this point. He's not a major part of the story, and maybe he just moved out of town. He's living his life somewhere else. I have no idea, but he came back for the wedding. I kind of remember a brother. I don't know. Yeah, and again, they do deal with, how do you deal with, oh my gosh, the daughter's in the mom's body, and the fiance wants to kiss her. What are you going to do? Oh, we got to make up some rules. No kissing and no touching. No weird googly eye faces, kissy faces at each other. Yeah, don't do any of that, because there's a child in that body now. So. Oh, and drinking, yeah. At one point, the girls, I'm not going to spoil everything for you, but yeah. The girls, the women in the girls' bodies sit down, and it looks like they're just having a white wine, but it's really just juice, cran apple juice or something, and but they're drinking it like wine. They're very careful when it comes to alcohol, and so depicting the girls drinking alcohol, there's none of that. There's attempts, but it doesn't happen. And when the women in the teenagers' bodies realize, I'm really hungry, and you know what? My metabolism goes the speed of sound at this point, unlike it is in my normal body. Let's go nuts. And so you get to have a little montage with them just gorging themselves on everything their bodies cannot have now. They cannot enjoy so fully as they were when they were children. It's a pretty fantastic little montage. There's lots of montages. There's a clothing changing, dress up montage. This is born. It's all nostalgia. It's all montages, and taking joy in as succinct and highly edited way possible. So, yeah, this again, like I said, it doesn't need to be made, but it's not bad that it was. It's a fun movie, and you take joy in seeing Lindsay all grown up and being the responsible mom. But she's also a rock star. So she has, by the way, she has a client who's a big pop star who's having a whole crisis of her own, which is a B story, but helps to bring everything together toward the end. So yeah, this is definitely worth your time if you just want a nice, silly, fun night. I do highly recommend watching the original 2003 version beforehand, because honestly, I forgot so many little plot elements, and I have a feeling I would have appreciated this more if I had watched this. The last time I watched that movie was over 5 years ago for this series in 2020. Yeah, during the pandemic. It was September of 2020. I checked before I got on here, but yeah. Feels like 22 years ago, but it was only 5. So definitely, when you get a chance, check this out. It has just premiered on Disney Plus now. If you didn't see it in the theaters, here's your chance. It's all good, goofy fun, and there's a little something for everybody. Maybe it's not for little kids. It's not a little kid movie, but teens, younger than teens, slightly tweens maybe. They might enjoy it as well, and the adults, because God knows we're all getting older. And there's a lot to laugh at. The fact that Jamie Lee Curtis, right after the change, and you probably see this in the trailer, right after the switcheroo, and they discover they're in different bodies, that she just tears apart her own looks. I've got lines everywhere. Like, she's just mocking her 67 years old, or her elderness in this. Yeah, with the voice of a teenager. They don't switch voices. I'm just saying that with the attitude of a teenager. Oh, like there's a joke. No, I'm not going to tell the joke. But what do old people music sound like? It's terrifyingly recent. So yeah. Oh crap! Did I picked something already? Hold on. Yeah, yes. It was number 91 yesterday. Hold on. I forget what that was. 91? Oh, yeah. Yep. No breaks, no edits. Number 91 was Sharks of the North. Yes, we're back to the sharks again. I cut off sharks for the longest time. They're back, only because this could be the last time I ever do sharks. This series could be over in the early part of 2026, and we may never get to Shark Fest ever again. And I was running out of things. I wanted to make sure we got well into 2026. So I unleashed the sharks, and we have 5 different shark things. I think we've already watched 1 from Shark Fest. This is another tomorrow, and probably 3 more at some point over the next few months. Sharks of the North is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.